I've had a customer like that. The first time the person patronized me, he said he was skeptical. He came to church, so his footwear messed him up. So he wanted to use the pulpit, but he couldn't go with the footwear. So he just came in and said, someone directed him here. So he said, let me just get something. He eventually got the footwear. I tell you, that was in 2019. He came back early this year with that same shoe. Yes, with that same shoe, and he was like, guy, you know, say this shoe, and for one day Abuki never saw him, and see the leather is still there as the day, and I dey use am go work every day. I say, oga, but you remember wetin he talk that day now? He say, yes, I remember, but I don't know say na like this handmade dey be. Wow, you guys know I love promoting Nigeria. My channel is all about promoting Nigeria. Look at this shoe. You think it is foreign shoe. It's not foreign, it is made here. This is CG Collection. CG Collection is a shoemaker. He makes shoes, Nigerian handmade shoes. These are handmade. So we are going inside now to meet CG, and he's going to tell us one or two things about his business. So if you want to go into shoemaking or handmade shoe, please watch this video to the end. Thank you very much. My name is Chigozie AK. I am the CEO, Managing Director of CG Collections. Yes, we are based in Shogunle Oshodi area, and we are into footwear making, both for male and for female. You can also call us, hit us up if you want like that really dazzling shoe for your weddings, for parties, for your everyday knockabout footwears, and in fact varieties we are available both for male and for female. So CG Collections has been in existence since 2016 officially, but unofficially we could say 2014. That was shortly after my apprenticeship program at Ibadan. And yeah, the reason why I went into footwear making is because, one, I love craft. My love for craft, that's one. And then secondly, which is the most important, I never wanted to work for anybody. I wanted to be the boss of my own. I wanted to have my own business because I could not stand. I actually tried working with a company, what do you call them? A printing press. I worked with a printing press. I also worked as a helper to somebody in a shop. Yeah, so, and those times I never liked how I felt at all. It was very, very choky. I didn't have my time to myself. I could not just decide. I didn't have my time for myself, and I could not, just decide to go anywhere anytime I wanted to. But it was just, I had to stick with their time. I had to wake up when they wanted me to, leave when they wanted me to, and all that was just not what I wanted for myself. So I decided that my shoemaking, I had to take it way up. It was very challenging at first. It was very challenging, staying up at night, trying to come up with design. And the fact that I had a little time to stay with my boss. So I had to build up myself by myself. So I would work from morning to morning. I had that time because I just, finished school, and also I was serving. The way I served also gave me that opportunity to do that. So from 6 a.m. to 6 a.m. I was awake, battling with leathers, trying to do one or two things steady. And voila, today I'm grateful that I did all of that. Sleepless nights. In fact, I barely slept then. Then my parents would be like, come, they sleep. This is 4 a.m. and you still there here. When you want sleep, when you want wake up, you don't chop to this. So it was very funny. Thinking about it now, it was very funny. But then it was like, you're stressing yourself too much. As you can see, here I am today. It has paid off, and it's still paying off today.
Being made in Nigeria, does that mean the shoe is fake? Because a lot of people see Nigeria made as fake. as inferior or cheap because it's not expensive like the normal foreign ones. But does that mean it is fake or inferior? What's your take on that, sir?
Yeah, I get that a lot. When, especially people who are first timers, when it comes to patronizing handmade products, they're like, "Oh, God, you sure say this thing will last? You sure say it will be okay?" Now, what people do not understand is this. I have taken my time to actually study why people think that way. Number one is because of the abroad tag on it. Oh, it's from abroad. It's superior. It's original. But the truth is this: what they use there, mostly what they use there, especially these China products, they use synthetic leather. And now those leathers, they are friendly with their kind of weather there. But we here, we source for materials that are good for our weather, that can withstand heat, cold, and whatever, what have you, whatever it is, whatever the situation
Even
is,
rain.
even rain, yes, it would withstand it. So we take our time to source for materials like that, and we give out like really nice footwears that are not just original but very quality and standard. I've had a customer like that. The first time the person patronized me, he said he was skeptical. He came to church, so his footwear messed him up. So he wanted to use the pulpit, but he couldn't go with the footwear. So he just came in and said someone directed him here. So he said, let me just get something. He said, guy, I know dey for this thing. This your price wey you dey call. I no even understand. I know fit do pass this XYZ man. And I maintain, I was like, if that is your take, I'm not taking. So he eventually got the footwear. I tell you, that was in 2019. He came back early this year with that same shoe.
That's true.
Yes, with that same shoe, and he was like, guy, say this shoe, and for one day Aboki never sew am, and see the leather is still there as e dey, and I dey use am go work every day. I say, oga, but you remember wetin you talk that day now? He say, yes, I remember, but I no know say na like this handmade dey be. I was like, na so. It was like he goes to the market to buy shoes of 45k, 50k, but they don't last him as much as this one has actually lasted him. And one major problem I had one time was with when I wanted to make boots with G4S. It was one of these banking systems. They really messed me up while I was trying to open an account, a corporate account with them. So the timeline I was given to submit my corporate account was closing up, and the more it was closing up, they were reducing the number of footwears they were going to give to me. They were supposed to give me about 1,000 pairs, but because of the delay from the banking system, come today, come tomorrow, bring this, bring that, swear this, swear that, it was really frustrating. At the end, I only got to do about 200 pairs from 1,000. I cried. I cried. I was so angry, and that 200 pairs was kept for me because the person had already promised me that I should not worry, that whatever it is, I will still get to, do the job. So it was really frustrating. Up until today, I still dey swear for that bank. I'm not going to mention their names. But funny enough, what they were stressing me for, I got it in another bank like within the space of 2 days, and it was all good. And I spent about 2 weeks, trying to get it. And up until today, as I'm speaking to you, about 3 years ago, that was just before COVID in 2019. Yeah, up until today, 2023, I have still not gotten that. They've still not opened the account for me. Sourcing for materials, the colors, the logos, and then the design on the probably print on the leather. Yes, that could actually be a problem. For example, a customer might send a product from online that they got online and ask us to make it, and then we go to the market to source for that particular product. Most times when we get there, especially when it comes to logos, we may not get the exact logo, either because it has not yet been produced or been shipped down to Nigeria, so it is scarce in the market, or because some vendors, some shoe making vendors who have the power, who have the money, may have just come to the market, know those who buy these things in bulk and be like, oh, this particular design, I want you to sell everything to me, and they pay for it and they keep it in their store, and it is just exclusively from them you can get those particular type of logos, or footwears with those kind of logos. And then this creates a problem. So they keep dishing out designs with those logos, and customers keep sending us products with those logos and asking us to go get them, and we're like, no, we can't get them. And then sometimes they do this, what you order versus what you got, those things coming, and they don't know that sometimes it is not our fault. It is usually the little challenges that we have here and there. Picture saturation, another major problem. Customer will send a particular picture of either clothes they want to match the footwear with, or a bag they want to match it with. When you snap with your phone, sometimes it gives you a different color. When you, after sending it to us down here, it will give you a different color, and then we go with our phone searching for that color to finally buy that particular color we have on our phone. And then when we finish the job and give to the customer is like, no, it's different, you can see it's not the same with my bag. And we're like, we search for the picture, the color on the picture you sent to us. So this also creates a problem, and it brings sometimes back and forth. Some customers are quick to understand, and they are like, okay, it's fine, I would manage it like that, or okay, let's give it another try. Okay, this is the bag. They go as far as bringing either the material so that we can see physically, or bringing the bag physically and use it to get the color or the materials. That's another challenge we normally have. I usually encourage, when I see young persons who want to come and learn, I do my best to make sure that I encourage them to actually learn the trade and not scare them off with the price. And I also take my time to make sure that yes, they learn. For those who are level-headed and want to learn, most times someone texted me one time and was like, guy, you make this shoemaking look so easy. Somebody will look like it is too simple. I was like, it's because of I love what I do. Like, I really love what I do. But someone seeing it and then be like, it's simple, I can do it. If you come with that mindset and you find out that it's actually hard, though, it's not as, although it's not hard, but it requires you to put in it requires you to put in a little bit.
You just have to be hardworking. You just have to be patient.
Yes.
Understand how this thing works.
At least for starters, you can get a manual sewing machine, because that's what I started with in my place. You can also get a couple of last sizes. You get a very good scissors for cutting, and that's just basically, because those who I see some people who don't even have a place, who don't even have a sewing machine, yes, who are actually also still doing this business. Just have your scissors, your hammer, your last, and then a place, any small place you can stay. And most importantly, you need your head, you need your brain. If you can be creative with designs and start with recreating other people's design. Yes, that's the word. You can start with recreating other people's design. That way you would actually get a clearer view as to how designs are made and all that. You can also go on YouTube, search for how to make certain things. You can get that on YouTube as well. For trainings or business, you can reach me on my email, which is officialcgcollections@gmail.com. You can call us on 0815 096 4126. You can also reach us on Instagram via our handle officialcgcollections, on Facebook as CG Collections as well. Yes, those are the lines you can reach us on.